How does a crane work? Think of the tallest building you have ever seen. Was it the Empire State Building, the Washington Monument? Maybe it was the Shanghai Tower. Have you ever wondered how people build such tall structures? Think about how high up they have to move heavy beams and huge panes of glass. How do they get all those building materials so far up? If you have ever seen a building being built, you know it's done with a crane. These all tall mech- machines are used to lift all those heavy building part highs into the air. In many large cities, cranes are as much a part of the skyline as tall buildings themselves. But how do they work? Cranes can be found at construction sites around the world. Visit a site where they are building a tall tower and you do be most likely to find a tower crane. Tower cranes stay in one place and lift large loads to great height. Without them, it would be very difficult to lift heavy construction materials and equipment. Concrete and steel beams are much too high for construction workers to carry upstairs. Instead, they load these objects into a crane and carefully put them in place. The tall part of the crane that sticks up in the air is called the mast. It looks kind of like the mast on a ship, but instead of a flag or sail, this mast raises building building materials. To do so, it must be supported by a large heavy base. For example, the mast of a tower crane is usually bolted to a large concrete pad that can weigh as much as pounds. At the top of the mast, you will find a gear and motor that allow the crane to rotate. You will also find the working arm, machinery arm, and operator cap. The working arm is called the jeep. It's long and horizontal. The jeep uses a trolley to help carry the load. The machinery arm is shorter than the jeep. It contains the crane's motors along with large concrete counterweight that help balance the load. Finally, the operator cab contains the electronic controls used to operate the crane. Cranes combine simple machines to lift extremely heavy objects. In balance style cranes, the crane's beam is balanced at a point called the fulcrum. This allows it to lift heavy objects with a real, relatively small force. In this cranes also make use of the pulley, another simple machine. Tower cranes often have more than one pulley. This helps it multiply its force to lift heavy objects using the scientific principles behind simple machines such as the lever and the pulley. Cranes can multiply smaller forces to lift heavy loads to a great height. How heavy? It's not uncommon for large cranes to lift loads of nearly 40,000 pounds. Pulley: a simple machine consisting of a wheel with a groove in which a rope can run to change the direction or point of application of a force applied to the rope. Lever: a rigid bar pivoted about a fulcrum.